No, I love you too. Oh, on your way home, can you stop by the store? I just need some milk, some eggs, and a couple cartons of terror! I've never been a big fan of Halloween most of my adult life, but there's just something about the month of October that makes me want to watch horror movies. So I think I'll join in the festivities and put on a mask and maybe watch one of the classics. Maybe The Shining, or Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street. A Halloween Puppy, made by Phase 4 Films, known for such classics as A Christmas Puppy, An Easter Bunny Puppy, and A Talking Cat? Not to forget my personal favorite, A Tax Day Armadillo. The movie opens with an animated sequence showing all sorts of ghouls and ghosts, with the occasional random puppy and barking dogs layered over the music. This is actually the most well-produced part of the movie, except for the fact that it goes on for 3 minutes. How can you have an intro sequence that goes on for 3 minutes when there are only 7 actors in the whole movie? Overly long, unnecessary scenes are sort of a recurring theme in this movie, but we'll get to that in a moment. It's here that we meet veterinarian Linda and her son Adam.
Hey Mom, how was work?
Yeah, it was busy. We had a cat who got its tail stuck in a sliding door, and a monitor lizard that swallowed a dog toy. So when he walked, he squeaked. Well, I got you this.
Is that the dog toy that was inside the lizard? Cause, he's touching it. The next morning, it's the day before Halloween, and yeah, that horrible jack-o'-lantern transition you just saw, yeah, that's actually in the movie. In fact, the entire movie uses these tacky clip art transitions.
Morning, kiddo. Did you sleep well?
Sure, though I had a weird dream.
Hey, director, any chance you might want to have the kid move a little closer to the mic, maybe have him speak up a bit?
No, I was in college.
So Adam and his mom discuss how he doesn't want to go to college. Adam argues that he doesn't need to go because they live in a mansion, at which point Linda goes into great detail as to why they live in this house.
We live like people who got a great deal on a short-term rental because a formerly sick Pekingese had a very grateful owner who also just happened to be a real estate agent.
They're probably thinking, oh no, maybe they're going to be in threat of losing the house or something, and this Halloween puppy is going to help save the house or bring them together somehow, right? Nah. Never comes up again, in fact.
Yeah, and when the economy gets better, we'll be shipped back to the mean streets of Van Nuys. Hopefully that's after I get accepted to film school.
Also, never comes up again. Hey Adam, if you do go to film school, maybe don't go to the same one as whoever made this movie.
No. About my Halloween plans.
Yes.
I have a list of haunted houses that we need to visit in order of spookiosity.
I should mention at this point that Adam is a huge Halloween nut. It's not really important, but it does come up a lot. Adam remembers that Linda's boyfriend Ted should be popping in for his usual Friday visit, dropping off donuts and making plans for the night. In walks Ted, played by Eric Roberts, known for his roles in The Dark Knight and A Talking Cat. Seriously, he was the cat in that. Of course, Ted says and does exactly what Adam predicted, but what Adam didn't predict is how he'd just engulf that entire box of donuts with his saliva. As Ted leaves, Linda realizes how right Adam is about Ted being so predictable, and she wants to shake things up in their relationship. And Ted's like, no big, I'm cool with how things are. I'm Eric freaking Roberts. Peace out, babe. We next find Adam outside, getting ready to put up Halloween decorations. Because the best time to decorate for Halloween is the day before. It's here that we meet Molly, the girl next door who needs to clear her freaking throat.
I like to read.
And she brings along with her an old book that she found.
Looks cool. Kind of like the Necromicon.
What?
What? Molly mentions that she got this book from a store that obtained it from some collector. You get the sense that there's something going on with this book because sparkly sound.
They got a whole bunch of books from some collector. The owner didn't know what to make of it since it's all in Latin.
This is like some medieval witch's spellbook.
I figured it might add to your Halloween night movie-thon. Maybe we could do a spell together.
I don't know where we're going to get what looks like the horn of a unicorn.
Oh, I think Molly knows. At Crazy Eddie's Magic Emporium. Need unicorn horns? We got them. Need eyes of newt? We got them. We're up to our eyeballs in newt eyes, and I'm passing the savings on to you! Molly then proceeds into the house to put the book away so that Adam can use it as a decoration. And just in case it wasn't already obvious that this book is important, this long, lingering shot ought to do the trick. Linda, seeking a spontaneous romantic getaway, talks to Molly about taking up her parents' previously established offer to use their vacation home.
No, the twins.
Hey, not wild?
Twins? They don't even look related.
Oh no. The twins.
Oh, the twins.
I'm starting to think there's something wrong with these twins. You know, apart from the fact that they're not twins.
I like Halloween. I like seeing little kids scream. We're making a haunted house.
What?
Yeah, it's gonna be the scariest thing you've ever seen.
Ours is gonna be scariest. It's gonna be in our garage. It'll be totally scary.
Yeah, it's gonna be so scary. You won't believe how scary it is. I could go into detail about it, but I ain't gonna. So the twins decide to steal Adam's Halloween decorations, and instead of just taking the box and making a swift getaway, they decide to linger around and just sorta awkwardly, quietly sift through the box. Not very intimidating bullies, are they? Give me your lunch money, nerd! Thanks. So Mommy comes along to save the day, but the twins just take the box of decorations like they should have to begin with, and skedaddle. Back in the house, Mom tells Adam about her plans to improve things between her and Ted, or dump him. And she needs Adam to come along. Wait, so this is not a romantic getaway? Adam begrudgingly agrees to come along, but is bummed that his Halloween plans are now cancelled. With Adam's plan for Halloween...
Halloween!
Yes, Halloween...
Halloween!
With Adam's plans ruined, he vents to Molly and invites her to tag along for the trip. Oh, kids, let's leave room for the Holy Spirit. Next, we see Linda forcing these weekend plans on Ted. Wow, this lady is really inconsiderate. Then, the kids sit inside a circle of candles to invite Satan into their midst. Molly has Adam spew a few words of concentrated evil, but Adam decides to mess around instead. Always the right decision when conjuring demons.
Ted, Klaatu, Barada, Nikto.
Ted, Klaatu, Barada.
Nikto.
Necktie.
Suddenly, Ted shows up in the bluest of lighting and interrupts with the most energy he's had throughout this entire movie.
What are you kids doing?
Nothing?
An art project.
Yeah, for science.
Neato!
Suddenly, Emperor Palpatine attacks the spellbook and Ted is hit in the face with the best special effects that Hollywood has to offer. Apparently, these magical effects are invisible to everyone but the audience, because Ted and the kids react like this crap didn't just happen. By the way, there's a car in the house. Ted decides to lay down and we get a good look at the bright, sunny, totally nighttime sky through the window. Finally, it's October 31st, also known as
Halloween!
And we get to hear that the sound editor really earned their paycheck.
Oh, wow. I must have fallen asleep on the couch. I need a shower.
Alright, so where is this going? Where is this titular Halloween puppy? Half an hour into this movie and nary a pup to be found. Well, we're getting to that.
Get down here! Adam!
Linda! Oh, hi. Sorry I fell asleep on the couch.
Yeah, it's Ted. Ted's a dog. The kids cast a spell on Ted and now he's a dog.
What's that?
It's a giraffe, Bob. So it's apparently Look Who's Talking Now rules where we can hear what Ted Dog is saying, but no one else can.
What is wrong with me? Why can't you hear me?
Well, the little guy got in here somehow.
Weirdly, Ted doesn't quite seem to be picking up on what Adam and Linda are saying or how they're reacting to him, and he just thinks everything is normal. That is until Linda picks Ted up and walks by a mirror.
I'm a puppy? Oh! What?
Also, not a puppy. That is a full adult bulldog. And look how sad that dog is. He knows what he's involved in and he wants no part of it.
Please wake me up. Please wake me up.
We have a little guest for the trip.
How so?
A stray puppy came by last night.
Not a puppy.
So maybe the weekend won't be so bad.
I did mention it's Halloween, right?
Yep.
Halloween!
After a weirdly long shot of Linda walking the dog, Hinkle and Dinkle show up to harass Adam and Molly.
So we decided to come back for some more Halloween props because the box you gave us was filled with rotten newspapers.
Yeah, except you stole it. Also, it's the next day. Why is everyone wearing the same clothes? The twins, the mom, everyone is wearing the exact same clothes.
Oh no, the twins.
The schedule. No.
I feel like that might not have been in the script.
The schedule.
Once again, Mommy saves the day and the family embarks on their weekend getaway. It's in this scene that it becomes harder to tell if Eric Roberts is reading a script or verbalizing his true feelings.
Seriously, what happened to me? I can't believe this at all.
Now we get to watch as the family drives to the cabin. For 2.5 minutes. Usually in a movie, if you're going to show characters take a long trip, you'll want something to happen, either important or interesting or funny. Do we get any of that?
Okay, let's discuss favorite costume. Ever. Favorite costume ever.
Nah. The dialogue in this driving scene is so unneeded, so nothing, that it's very obvious that they just threw it in for filler. It even sounds like the actors weren't given a script and they were just told to improvise a conversation.
Mine? Wicked Witch.
I was a princess.
Yes, I too love generic Halloween costumes. Dracula and such. The movie is filled with dragged out scenes of nothingness. Later on there are four scenes where the mom plays with the dog for a few minutes, but nothing is actually happening. Why? According to the Screen Actors Guild, a feature-length film must be at least 80 minutes long. The length of this film? 80 minutes. The family finally arrives at the cabin and Adam won't stop crying about Halloween. Linda, tired of Adam's crap, sends him and Molly out to take a walk. And that's when we see the first scene of mom and dog action, which goes on for 2 minutes. And why is she putting grass in her mouth? She does this a couple times and it's weird. Don't do that. Molly brings Adam to meet a friend of hers, Rachel, played by Susan Olsen, who played Cindy Brady on The Brady Bunch.
You seem dubious.
The heck did you just call me?
No, ma'am. I was just admiring your decorations. I love Halloween.
I love Halloween. It's such a wonderful time of the year in so many cultures.
Hippie.
Yeah, I so love having visitors, especially ones with a little magic in them. Molly, I'm glad to hear that your parents are doing well. They're such nice people.
Adam, maybe don't drink that lemonade. Oh, no.
And you did a spell from this book?
I mean, we didn't do it right. Besides, we were just fooling around.
Well, honey, you know as well as I do, there's no such thing as fooling around. And there's energy all around us. It can soothe and heal, and it can also do destruction and harm.
There's also conjuration, alchemy. It sounds too complicated. I think I'm just gonna go with sneak and archery for the third time. At this point, the kids have no idea that Ted is the dog, nor do they even know if the spell they tried to cast had any harmful effects.
Bring the book around later and we'll make sure that you didn't accidentally open up some portal to the netherworlds.
The netherworlds?
If you said an incantation wrong,
I mean, I was just kidding.
one wrong word and... oh my!
What?
Oh, it's happening!
What is it?
Haven't you noticed?
What?
Your hands have turned
What?
into tentacles!
Then, the kids head back to the cabin to meet up with Linda and Ted Dog. Linda is worried because Ted should have arrived by now. Meanwhile, Adam is more concerned about keeping the dog as a pet. Next, the gals and Ted Dog head outside to talk about relationships.
Have you ever wanted a boy to notice you in a romantic way?
I think I know what that's like.
Okay, so there's a step after that, right? And it's a really big one, where you acknowledge your...
You want to maybe try that take again? No? Alright. You even hear her pause when she hears the rooster.
And it's a really big one, where you acknowledge...
But you gotta hand it to her for keeping the scene moving. Ted, hearing what Linda is saying, realizes he's been holding back in his relationship. The kids return to Witchy Brady to show her the spellbook, where she tells them, basically, everything is screwed.
Well, can you help us fix it?
No,
Can you help us find someone who can fix it?
there isn't time.
Throw me a bone here.
Ha! You get it? 'Cause dogs!
And you had the misfortune of tampering with it on Halloween.
Well, see, thing is, it wasn't on Halloween, it was October 30th. See right there, it even says October 30th. It's not Halloween.
Did you use the proper potions?
Yes.
Did you light a ceremonial candle?
Yes.
Is this lady completely out of her gourd?
Yes.
Rachel explains that the spell they cast transforms the object of the spell into something, but it shouldn't be a big problem.
As long as no one said Nito.
Wait, what?
Nito!
Nito. It's a term that bespeaks all manner of tricksterism.
Oh no!
Didn't Ted say Nito?
Who's Ted? Is he the object of the spell?
Yes, and he said Nito.
Nito!
Oh, thanks for the second flashback, I already forgot what happened.
What kind of awful mutant beast did we turn Ted into?
Puppy.
Not a puppy.
You're telling me that we turned my mom's boyfriend into a Halloween puppy?
He said it! He said it!
You need to take Ted back to where you did the spell and take the spell book with you. Do the same ritual, but say the words in reverse order.
You're just making this up as you go along, aren't you? Then hop on your right leg while patting your head and rubbing your belly. And be sure to sing the theme song from Three's Company.
And he'll change back?
Sure, why not?
This is crazy.
Yep.
If you're some wisdom dispensing witch, prove it.
The kids head back to Linda, who's still worried about Ted. They lie and tell her Ted has a surprise planned back home and they need to leave right away.
Okay, so let's hit the road.
Alright, so the family is headed home and the movie is almost over. Let's hurry and wrap this thing up and cut to the house.
So we're really going home?
Or we could watch them drive back with more forced, unscripted conversation.
Hard to believe, right? All this time.
Back home, Adam prepares Ted Dog for the spell when... Oh no, the twins. Dingus and Dangus steal the spell book from Molly.
They said if we want it back, we have to go through their haunted house.
We have to.
But they're gonna beat us up!
Yeah, probably.
The two proceed to the twins' haunted house garage where kids are just lining up out the door. I understand their haunted house is supposed to be bad, but with this movie it's hard to tell if this is deliberately bad or just the best the crew could do.
So here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna lay down on our altar and be our victim for the week.
Yeah, we're gonna kill you over and over again all night and spray you with fake blood and guts and stuff.
Not fake blood and guts and stuff! At this point, even plot-centric scenes feel like nothing important. Molly makes another ball of light and scares the twins. They take back the book. The movie pulls out another weapon from its arsenal of mind-blowing special effects.
Come and knock on our door. Come and knock on our door. We've been waiting for you. We've been waiting for...
And Ted returns to normal. The only monsters involved in this Halloween movie are the people who made it, because they made me sad while looking at a bulldog. Oh yeah, and happy Halloween! Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to see more, feel free to check out one of these other videos you see here on the screen, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You can also follow me by looking up The Portly Gamer on the social networks below.